Alright, let me load my game, please. No more Rogue Trader, not today. Rogue Trader is Saturdays. Don't worry, there will be more Rogue trading, just not today. Oh, that's right, we were getting our asses blasted by a killer tree. The title is not Rogue Trader, it should be Beyond Shadowgate. I even made sure to change it this time, so I don't know, that's probably just Twitch being stupid. Everything's quite fine, hope all is good on my end. Yes, it's been a quiet day so far, I'm doing okay. It is Beyond Shadowgate? Okay. It's just Twitch sucking. Twitch sucks, it's what they do. I still think we have to cast, like, Plant Magic. Plant Magic. Plant Magic. It was hiccupy for all day. Yeah, and they're like doing that thing where, like, y'all are doing redeems, but the redeems aren't showing up in chat. It's all just in the activity feed, which I thankfully have up right next to chat. But also, get fucked Twitch, put them into chat so that I don't have to have the activity feed up all the time. But you know, video games. Just fucking video games. It's... Sorry about that, just had a message I had to reply to. Mildly important. Oh, hey, Val, make a cheese sandwich. I should make a cheese sandwich. I haven't had a good cheese... Damn it, Val, now I'm hungry. Wait. I have snack foods on hand. I have donuts. I have donuts, chat. I have donuts and... Funyuns apparently makes Funyun chips now. I think I like original Funyuns better, but man, those Funyun chips go down easy. And welcome in, Val. It's always wonderful to see you. I hope you're doing well today. I hope Artemis is in good shape after their little trip at the vet today. I saw it was just kind of like a checkup appointment, but all the same. Nothing but well wishes to the good kitties. On your way to bed, just saying hi. Of course. Rest well. Rest well, take it easy, know that you are loved, and not everything is as shitty in this world as it needs to be all the time. Donuts are, in fact, always nice. What do I have? I have chocolate-covered donuts, and one that I think is... What is it? One is just like a frosted donut, like a glazed donut, and the other is just, you know, your typical chocolate on chocolate. I really don't know what we're supposed to do with this thing, if I'm being honest. Magic lens? Nope. That's death. So hard to find. Oh, I fucking love crullers. The Dunkin' Donuts right down the road makes them. And anytime I swing by and they're in stock, I just buy all of them. And if I don't eat them all, they get frozen for when I really want one. Can I mail you one real quick? No. My donuts. Can I like poke it with a pole? No. I feel as though I'm missing something incredibly obvious and stupid here. Like, I feel like we've maybe missed something on the path up. I don't know. So I'm gonna backtrack. All right, so this is just the maze. No! No, this is just the maze. This is a wagon path. This is a covered bridge. It reminds me of that scene in Sleepy Hollow. Want a very vague hint? Yes, please, Brendan. You mean French crullers? Yes. Yes. They're fucking delicious. Wait, you see Mail's ba in chat? Really? That's so fucked, I don't see it. Why is chat getting powers that I don't have? There is an item I missed. Okay, all right, thank you, Brendan. That is enough, okay.
It just works.
Okay. All right. It could be anywhere, chat. It could be anywhere. Last time everyone saw you, they're fucking with the... What you get for being European? Suffer. You have to live in the future. You get weird Twitch displays. Technically, I had it, but I used it, but I can pick up... Can I take the cage back? No. All right, let me think. Let me think. What have we used that I could take back? Oh, is it the lantern? The only thing I can think is the lantern in the cave, and we're gonna throw the lantern on the thing to light it on fire. Is it the lantern? Give me the lantern. Yeah, the mind goes dark.
Actually feels like...
I would never think to go back for it because it's an old school adventure game, and once you use the thing and it's not in your inventory anymore, it doesn't matter anymore. Damn it. I would have never figured that out. Not in a million years. Well, probably in a million years, but... Burn. You frantically try to recall the wooden beast's weakness and decide that fire is a good bet against your fibrous foe. You hurl the lantern at the rogue treant and watch as it bursts into flames, quickly engulfing the monster. Sighing with relief, you resolve never to walk in the woods alone again if you can avoid it. Nice. Thank you, Brendan. You have a recipe for homemade ones along with some little mini baked pie. Ooh. Ooh, the mini pies. Mini pies are my weakness. I have to fight myself not to buy like the little Debbie ones anytime I go out shopping and they're available. Why is my top monitor askew here? There we go. Oh God. Y'all are getting some forearm in there. I should be charging for that. Anyways. A pair of silver eyes cast their gaze upon you. They silently watch your every move. I am, of course, going to fire a crossbow bolt at them and see what happens. Nothing happened. It does not work. All right, can I just walk? A manticore bursts through the grove, leaping into the path. It looks directly at you and becomes eerily still. An evil energy begins to emit from its eyes. It is surely preparing for an attack. Crossbow. An intense beam of energy shoots from its eyes. Your body is bathed in light and heat of 1,000 suns. The burning sensation fades as your body evaporates into nothingness. What the fuck kind of minotaur is that? A minotaur with eye beams, chat? This is an owl cat minotaur right here. Too bad it's a wizard. Did I say minotaur? Manticore. Words are hard when you're stupid. Okay, so it has an eye beam. Can I reflect it with a silver tray? Oh, as the manticore lets out a roar, you cower behind the silver platter as you hold it aloft. The beam of energy reflects off the well-polished servingware and directly back at its origin. The manticore groans in pain as its eyes burn. The creature reels in pain and lies on the ground. In without its sight, the manticore senses that you are still near. Now I'm gonna shoot the fucker. Patunk. With the manticore reeling from its own attack, you level your crossbow sights towards it, exhale, and fire. It's a direct hit. The manticore tumbles over, dark blood is slowly staining its fur. I don't believe for a second it's dead. It's injured, yeah, but you sense it has just a little fight left in it. I'm learning that this game is full of bullshit. Reload the crossbow. I'm gonna shoot it again. Tunk. There we go. You felled the beast with a final crossbow bolt. Dark flames engulf its body as ashes scatter with the wind. What's the GG Easy from? That's Elanore. I don't remember what he was playing, but he kicked the shit out of something and did the GG Easy, and so I of course appropriated it for my own use without asking him if I could or not. Because I'm an evil person like that. That's also where I got the Wonder Bar emote from, or redeemed from. Always double tap. Ela gets it. It's from some Jackie Chan movie. That's glorious, Silvernail. That is glorious. You step away from the There we go. You step away from the shady grove beyond the forest edge and into a quiet clearing. Before you is the Tyre River. You exhale slowly. Thank the one, I can rest. Becoming aware of the pain from several bruises covering your aching body. Knowing this is a shipping lane to Stormhaven, you plan to catch a boat and sleep like a log on the next leg of your journey. So I assume this is us then, maybe. I don't know. No, it's not. Okay, who are you? His stylish clothing contrasts with the wild nature of the Torlin forest. He looks slightly less out of place than you. Okay. Hello, friend. You wave at the merchant and point to the boat, asking if you can catch a ride. He looks at the boat and then to you. Love to have you join us, but as you can see, we're locked in port. Damned hydra weeds are a menace, I say. Cut them and they'll grow back double. Not sure when we'll get free, Fendling. Oh, is this where we finally get to use our herb magic? I want to reload my crossbow too, because if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget. Crossbow to the face. Nothing happened. Unless you mean myself, in which case, we place the tip of the crossbow on your chest and pull the trigger. It pierces your body without difficulty. You don't have time to admire the effectiveness of the weapon as blood empties from the fresh hole in your chest. The merchant, very confused right now. Very, very confused right now. Like, what the hell? This halfling just came out of the woods and immediately just offed itself in front of me. Alright, so what do we got? Countless weeds cover the ship from stem to stern. You swear you see the weeds tightening around the hull. Okay, what happens if I try to just go on the ship? You stroll up the dock thinking you'll start on your nap early. That is until the hydra weeds wrap tightly around your ankles. Oh, that's horrifying. Before you can shout for help, you're dragged under the water. Along the underside of the ship's hull, you notice a good amount of barnacles on the worn hull before you die a lonely death at the bottom of the river. Part of the fun in these old games for me, like these adventure games specifically, is finding all the ways to kill yourself. Let's see. I think what we're supposed to do is Herbicidia, because that's like our plant spell. What if I offer them some bread? It does not work. Okay, what about the dagger? Nothing happened. He first asked for a ride, then he shot himself. What a weird halfling. These fucking halflings, man, how do they work? All right, let's do the obvious thing. You walk up the riverbank, turn to make sure the merchant is watching, and raise your arms as high in the air as you can. Herbicidia, you shout in the deepest voice you can produce, given your modest size. With the magic spell spoken, the hydra weeds wither and fall away from the hull of the barge, freeing the ship. You're welcome, you say, giving the merchant one of the finest smirks ever seen this side of the Tyre River. It's only then that you realize he's been looking downward this whole time. Oh, the PC is in fact a halfling. Yes, Silvernail. I want to say in both this and Shadowgate 64, the N64 Shadowgate game, I think you're a halfling in that one as well. The difference between these two, though, is that this is a good game and Shadowgate 64 is Shadowgate 64. I was so disappointed when I played through that. I was so excited when that game came out. I was ready. We were getting more Shadowgate, and then it's just very disappointing. Very, very disappointing game. All right, let's look around. This merchant ship is loaded with cargo bound for ports along the river. Okay. Devs went beyond humans and embraced halflings. Exactly. Exactly. We had our furry game on the weekends, and now we're playing the stunty game. All right, buddy. Let's do the words. What's it? Sorry, I dozed off there for a second. Well, look at that. Those nasty Brambles decided to just give up and release the ship all on their own. Little Fenling, today is certainly your lucky day. Let's board, and soon we'll be heading down the river. Oh, okay. I was expecting him to try to extort me. Hello, friend. Welcome aboard, Fenlin. When you're ready to go, head to the foredeck and take in the view. All right. Barge pushes away from the dock, groaning and creaking as it slowly sways side to side in the churning waters. You briefly struggle with your stomach, trying to keep the bile down. Thankfully, your nausea quickly passes. Waves of chilled mist roll over the edge of the barge deck, quickly becoming so thick you can't see your feet. That's it, I'm done with the cold for good, you say, resolving to adventure in only tropical climates henceforth. The mist keeps rising over the deck, turning into a thick and cold fog. Something isn't right. Laughter echoes through the mist. It sounds like it's coming from all around you. A raspy voice hisses. I see you, Fenling. You should have kept to your own affairs. Suffer and drown. Run away. You hear a splash as you arrive back on the barge deck and see the merchant is nowhere to be found. Hey, get back here, you shout at the top of your lungs, wondering why he would abandon his ship. And you. Oh, the fog is deepening. I have no idea what I should be doing. Oh, this is so fucking... All right, we're gonna let it happen. This is nifty. Not seeing feet, the horror. Right, Ela? Jesus. I have to see what happens. I have to. Because this is nifty. Effort has gone into this. Or is it not gonna... Oh, no, there we go. With the boat drifting blind and out of control, it stops with a sudden crash and sends you flying overboard. Except we can't swim. Oh. A splash of cold water into your face shocks you awake. Your eyes focus and you realize you're floating in a swamp. You turn your head to see the toothy grin of a most unusual creature. This is a reference to Uninvited. Its shrill voice calls back to you. Thanks, thank you for my new toys. You won't miss them. Come find them. Yes, follow. Yeah, this is totally the little imp from Uninvited that does the dance. It waves the bag wildly and takes off into the swamp. You lose sight of the creature as it scampers away. Looking around, there's no sign of the barge or its contents anywhere in this swamp. You're on your own. That's most. We end up in fucking Ravenloft. I would totally play that game. This, but in Ravenloft. How far did we go flying? Quite a ways, apparently. The standing water, rotten vegetation, upsetting amount of bugs are all the evidence to need you to know that you're in a swamp. That's not very fun. Ooh. An unusual figure hangs by strings from the tree. It looks like a grotesque doll. Can we take it? Yes. You tug the figure hard enough to snap the strings holding it in place. As it comes loose, you unveil a startling sight. By the one, you shout, jumping backward. Bones are arranged throughout the tree, and they don't belong to animals. Can I take them? You cannot. Looking closer, you realize the skulls have been meticulously cleaned and hung from this tree. You wonder, who would do this? Can I hit him? Nope. I'm waiting. I am waiting for this game to let me hit a skull and get a key from it, which is a throwback to the first game. You can see a house in the distance there. This is totally gonna be Uninvited, isn't it? Are they really? Competing for your attention are the constant squishing of your wet socks and the obnoxious loss of your equipment. Looking up from your shoes, you're shocked to see the stark outline of a large mansion against the setting sun. This is actually a cool image right here. The rotting walls immediately give you the creeps. It feels wrong. A mansion built alone between a desert and swamp. Before you can say you'll never step foot in there, you see the imp scurry through the door with all your belongings. Realizing you won't survive the desert without your things, you sigh heavily from exhaustion and continue onward. So of course we're gonna go to the desert and die. You've heard tale of this place. The Great Barren, a wasteland that radiates a demonic heat from a spell long spent. A powerful wizard delved into the dark arts and cast a hideous spell at the expense of his life, the spell of Hellfire. Once a region of lush forests and wetlands, this land is desolate. Only shifting sands and unextinguishable flames remain. Netheril. I love you, chat. You're all just like the best nerds. All right, we gotta cook ourselves here. Oh, we have a crossroads. We have a pipes. Let me burn to death already, game. Desert grave. No, we're just going. Here we go. Endless expanse. You squint your eyes and look across the sand, seeing only endless dunes. You should watch your step from here on out. As you walk through the desert, your leg suddenly slides knee-deep into the sand and you fall forward with a wet splat. The sand feels like a sponge that quickly envelops you. You struggle to stand only to sink deeper and deeper. Oh, you failed. Well, that's not... I was expecting something a little bit more in fuego, but no, I guess not. All right, let's do the thing we're supposed to do and go inside the manor house. As you crest the top of the stairs to follow the imp, the doors slam shut right in front of you. Its familiar shrill voice calls to you from behind the doors. Welcome, welcome to my home. Help I need. Yes, yes I do. But trust you? No, not yet. Oh, friend share food, yes? Treats! Take this, here. Bring my favorite meal. Hurry, go! You see the imp open the door a crack and toss a small red stone onto the ground. It quickly shuts the door again. Is this the fucking cursed rock from Uninvited? The deep red color of this stone reminds you of dried blood. I'm gonna save. You lift the stone off the ground, grateful that none of your friends are here to see the imp get the better of you. What did it mean, my favorite meal? And where am I going to find food in a desert? You grumble to yourself. Oh, the deep red stone emanates an otherworldly presence. You see an odd-looking carved circle into it. Circle carved into it, rather. Can I open it? No. Can I speak to it? No. Can I hit it? Have we tried hitting ourself? That only hurt your hand. Ouch, that's smarts. Okay, no. I was wondering if the game would let me, like, just beat myself to death. That would be so gloriously stupid. Okay. Can I combine the stone with the effigy? No. Okay, food in a desert. So I mean, let's see what we got here. This dune is the resting place of an unfortunate soul, and all that is left is their sun-bleached skeleton. This is like a very Ravenloft Stone Prophet type thing. Take me to Harkir. You grab the hand wheel from the clutches of this soul. Oh, I thought it was a shield. You're hopeful you might finish what they started. Yeah, okay. This molten pit burns so intensely that it might as well belong to the center of hell itself. Can I jump in? You jump feet first into the fiery pit. Your body is quickly set ablaze and reduced to ashes in mere seconds, and we got a Chivo for setting ourselves on fire there. Okay, what is this? There's a square knob at the top of this post. It looks like it's missing a piece. I assume this is our wheel? You attach the valve to the metal post. Before you turn it, you hear a loud whooshing noise. Suddenly, a searing gust of wind knocks you back. A flaming entity bursts forth from the lava and fixes its eyes upon you. Maybe the stone. Nope. Moving with a swiftness in which you were unprepared, the fire elemental grabs your ankles in its burning claws. It lifts you high into the air, hanging you upside down for a moment before dropping you headfirst into the lava below. Mormons. Fucking Mormons popping out of the lava pits. They're bringing baked goods. All right, maybe the effigy? You stretch your arm towards the fire elemental, holding the effigy in front of you like a shield. The entity shrieks as it's sucked into the effigy. With a blinding flash, it is no more. A moment later, the effigy smolders in your hand, quickly crumbling as it turns to nothing but ashes. All right, now we turn the valve. The metal squeals in protest from years of neglect. You feel a rumble beneath your feet, and you can sense the temperature rising. Lava has indeed begun to flow. So what's the point of making the... Plumes of steam escape from the pipes. The lava must be flowing through them and creating incredible heat. Can I, like, jump into the steam and melt myself? Let me, like, use the steam? No? Can I, like... I don't want to use myself. I want to use myself on the steam. Can I hit the steam? No. I want to jump into the steam and, like, have our flesh melt off our bones or something. I don't know. Oh, here we go. A thrumming noise rises from the structure. Your hair stands on end as power crackles through the air. The space in the center of the machine begins to waver and distort as a portal appears out of thin air. Is this the church from Uninvited? Oh, I really like how they're changing the backgrounds here as we go through these areas. Fucking Stargate. Yeah. That's the house entrance? It is! Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna be so hyped if we actually get Uninvited in this. You stumble forward out of the portal, slightly nauseous from the trip. The damp smell of rotting earth is overwhelming. Stifling an urge to vomit, you turn around to survey your surroundings and see the portal flicker weakly, then disappear. The wisp chimes in. Good news, bad news. Good news is we didn't implode while teleporting. Bad news is the portal is dead. It continues. We're stuck here till we can power it back up. Great, you respond. Well, it's a meal the imp wants. We won't find it down here, you say as you make your way for the exit. Can I clear this? You nearly examine the base of the structure, noting the dust covering the portal is loose. Yes, move the dust. Use the dust. There we go. Digging your hands into the soil, you remove clumps of earth until you uncover a slot at the base of the structure. That's what I was thinking. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna have to find the cursed gem from Uninvited. I wonder if it's gonna be in the same place. It's in like a drawer, like a chest of drawers in one of the bedrooms. Lava, a weird gate, Minecraft. Don't tempt me. I'll stream Minecraft. There's a small red stone shard in the corner of the floor. It reminds you of a polished ruby. Yeah, this is evil cursed bullshit. I think it was a ruby in Uninvited that would like murder you. You reach down and collect the ruby shard. Oh, we're gonna have to collect pieces of this freaking thing. Okay. The fortress built into the side of this hill is being reclaimed by nature. Roots and vines grow thick along the cracks in the walls. Thick bushes of red flowers grow along the forest path. I just go down the road. It's a long road stretching off towards the dusky sky. An odd broken line repeats regularly for as far as the eyes can see. That's actually a clever way to describe like the guides on roads. It's just an odd broken line because yeah, our character's a halfling. They wouldn't know what the fuck the road guides are. The unlocked gate opens easily. The Murder Ruby is only in the NES version, and it starts with a yes. Yes, that is correct. And I have no idea why they changed it either, given that it was so important in Shadowgate, like the timing. You find yourself standing in front of yet another mansion. This one also gives you the creeps. Oh, this is so fucking exciting. All right, can we get the mail? You pull down a small panel in the front of the metal box. There's a key. All right, all right. Is there anything else in there? The metal box is empty. This is new. Can we take the front door? They are large and imposing. Can I open them? You pull on the door handle gently at first, then harder, anchoring your foot on the frame and straining fiercely. It doesn't work. There's no opening this door. It isn't locked. There's an unseen force at work here. All right. Open up the cellar then. You unlock the padlock and slide the chains off the door. What is this? Deep red stone. Oh no, this is a deep red stone rests next to the cellar bulkhead. Someone must have dropped it. Their loss is your gain. Oh, so I'm gonna have to be paying attention for glowing red shit, apparently. You lift the heavy doors and reveal the passage to the cellar. You're standing in a part of the cellar that is mysteriously frozen. So this would be the basement where we fought. Wait, no. I'm thinking, no, it's no, it is the cellar in this where there's the dude frozen in the basement, right? I think. Yeah, because Shadowgate's the Leviathan that you fight at like the very like that pit at the very end of it. Okay, so I'm curious to see if we're gonna see that dude frozen down here. What's an eerie mansion without an eerily creepy cellar? You mumble to yourself. You're familiar with storing ice in the cellar for use during the summer months, but this is ridiculous. Okay, go back. What do we got over this way? Oh, an altar. Magic is not your expertise, but you know an unholy altar when you see one. Gazing upon it fills you with dread. The indentation looks like it holds a receptacle. A blood red cover. Do sorcerers never think to make their spellbooks less conspicuous? You say to the empty cellar. Give. This evil tome is very specific to this altar. Taking it with you will do no good. Okay, I'm thankful that the game's like not letting me be a fuck up. You lift the cover of the dusty tome and it opens to a specific page. You stare at the unfamiliar symbols for some time until the wisp raises its voice. These are powerful magics, Del. This will release enough energy to power the portal, but I don't know what else might happen. The wisp reads a passage to you. Place upon an altar to Mortari, your vessel, and in it sacrifice the 3 of blood. The flesh to pump the crimson fluid, the bone from whence it comes, and the blood itself. Alright, so a heart, a bone, and some blood. Noted. So what is this? Some human remains rest close to the pit. You wonder if the two are related and decide you'd rather not know. Curiously, one large bone stands out amongst the rest. Give. Old bone! You're strangely drawn to the large bone. You pick it up and take it with you. Is this a pit? You peer into the darkness but fail to see the bottom. Oh, you know we're jumping in. You leap forward into the pit, hoping to glimpse what's below. Unfortunately, you lean a bit too far and fall forward. Your speed increases as you tumble into the dark pit. The light at the top disappears as you continue your descent. You continue to fall and fall. Oh! Oh! That's even the death face from Uninvited. Chat, this game is peak. Oh, this is so fucking good. This is so fucking good. Suddenly, a gust of wind sends you stumbling down the stone steps. A bloody horror appears at the top of the stairs. Can I look at it? The room has been enveloped in a bloody horror. The sight fills you with intense dread. There's no way forward as long as this evil is in your path. Well, what if I just walk? Oh, it won't let me just walk. Can I just... No, I'm unable to... Can I hit it? I punched it, but it didn't do nothing. You want a bone? You want a ruby shard? Okay, well, the only other thing that I have is Polychromis. You recite the spell. The whisper responds, even if you were good at magic, which you aren't, it won't work in this place, Del. Shit. Let's just away. I got a bone. It's a statue of an athletic young man wearing a loincloth and holding a sword. It seems out of place near this mansion. I got a bone. Anybody want a bone? Is there anything else in here that I maybe missed? No, okay, this dead ends. What is this? Okay, that's the cellar. Go back up. What is this? This pile of rubble reminds you of a cave-in. What's left of the doorway is completely blocked. What about the windows? No. Can I use an old bone to dig through the rubble? No. What does Polychromis do again? On frozen stone without a path in sight, a single word summons a bridge of light. Look at the tree. The hillside is not similar to the hills of Kaltorlin, but strangely not dissimilar either. Trees. Oh! Yoink! That's so fucking evil. That's so fucking evil. This peak video games. Thank you, Brendan. You take the ruby shard from the flower bed. I did not even notice that. I'm just like, oh, it's more flowers. What's the weird thing next to the entrance that's not a letterbox? Entrance, letterbox, statue. This is the cellar door. Adding a pain elemental. Don't joke about that, Celt. It's mean. Okay, you're talking about the cellar door? Okay. No worries. Can I, like, put the bone in there? No. Can I put the ruby shards in there? No. Okay, so yeah, we just need a heart. And I mean, we also need, like, the Vessel of Motari or whatever. Your great uncle once explained that arcane symbols are used to channel energy, but you weren't paying attention at the time. Brendan gave me a 2-in-1 hint. Oh, really? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Go back. Go back. Go back. Look at the tree. As you stare at the dead trees, you realize you don't hear any birds chirping or animals scurrying about. Okay, alright. Look at the tree to my right. Okay, alright. Going back. Oh my god! How am I just not seeing these? I swear to god I'm not colorblind, I'm just stupid. Recalling your memories of summer spent climbing trees in the fens, you quickly hoist yourself onto the tree limb. With the shard now in reach, you take it. Oh, chat. You know what? No, where is it? Where is it? No, I gotta redeem this. Where is it? Where is it? No, no. There we are.
He is an idiot. We have purposely trained him wrong, as a joke.
Okay, so that's 4. I'm curious how many of these we actually need to find. Unless 4 is it. Is this thing like missing 4 teeth or something? No. Oh, here we go. You look down and notice a red glow from your pocket, and you reach in and withdraw the ruby shards. Their glow intensifies as the shards float before you. With a blinding flash of light, the shards combine into a beautiful red gemstone. The ruby pulses with radiant energy. With a terrifying moan, the spirit reels at the sight of the stone. The horror is sucked into the stone, trapping the evil. The large blood-red ruby feels cold in your hand. The skull is gone, but you can still sense its presence. You're about to climb the steps when you hear the wisp speak. That stone harbors an evil entity, Dell. It's dangerous to carry it for long. Be rid of it and let's be on our way. Wait. Are we in the past? Are we in the past of Uninvited, and the main character of Uninvited finds this ruby, but we left it there for them? If we end up stuffing this thing into a fucking chest of drawers at some point, that's clever, but also fucked. Oh my god. Because I think this is a door. This is a door in Uninvited that you never get to open. Oh my god, this game is so good. You pull open the desk drawer. What do we got? You rummage through a bunch of papers with names and numbers on them. There's nothing useful here. Alright. Is that a needle and thread? We take the needle and discard the thread. This leather couch has seen better days. Can I search it? It did not open. Just looking for coins. It's a stunning mountainscape. The image is so exhilarating you can almost smell the fresh air. Oh my god. Oh my god, this game is wonderful. You give a long whistle as you walk into the room. It's an impressive sight. You may have played a bit too much Uninvited. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You'll have to remember to book a place like this for your next birthday party. Yeah, the last time I played Uninvited was... Did I play Uninvited on the channel? I think I might have, around the same time that I did, I think it might have been for my 10-year anniversary where I did a bunch of games. I know I did Shadowgate. I might have done Uninvited as well. Can I take the flowers? The wisp speaks to you. Food, Dell. You're here for food, not flowers. Then I want this. You're not here to loot this mansion, but this strange bowl has you oddly fixated. You decide to take it with you. Alright. It's a painting of a soaring eagle holding a snake in its talons. Finely cut crystals hang around unlit candles. You imagine they would shine beautifully where the candle's lit. And charred wood rests at the bottom of the fireplace. You open the door. I'm waiting. I am waiting for that imp to come dancing across the screen. If it plays the music, I'm gonna shit myself. His kitchen looks to be newer than the adjoining rooms. It's a good place to find something edible for that imp. It's a fine kitchen, but the smell permeating the area is not appetizing. Can't open that. The rotten, smoky smell rushes out as you see a chunk of charred meat on the rack. Yoink. You grab the chunk of meat and take it with you. The jar is a star-shaped symbol, and something rattles inside when you shake it. The lid is tightly shut. Can we just knock it off? The jar is sealed suspiciously tight. It's not only child-proof, it's Fenling-proof. Can I take it? No. You should find a way to get its contents out. Or like, just let me just knock it off. Move it? Your feet will not take you there. Why can't I just knock it off of the shelf? It's a simple salt shaker. You decide to ignore it. The meat cleaver is a sharp blade. It's stuck on the wall. Quite stuck, actually. You can't remove them despite everything. Can I open this top thing? No. Can I hit it with a bone? No. We'll be back for you, cookie jar. Okay, so this is normally where the imp would be dancing. Oh, can we use this? Will it play the tune? Because normally I think it does. Because I think normally this plays the music from Shadowgate, if I recall correctly. You turn the crank and a jaunty tune plays through the strange horn. It reminds you of a circus in a far-off desert kingdom. This is not a tune I recognize from anything. It's a classic chessboard. It has everything you need to play except for an opponent. One chess piece is curiously out of place. Can I take it? You failed to take it. We'll move it back then. The lack of symmetry on the chessboard annoys you enough that you slide the piece back into position. Oh. After resetting the board, you hear a faint click come from the cabinet across the room. After pulling on several of the knobs and handles, the doors finally give and slide open. Someone left a hammer here. It looks out of place. All right. Plot kitchen only allows... Yeah, a games room is an unusual place to store tools, you think to yourself. Best not to dwell on it. Unseen force bars the door. Smashy, smashy. You swing the hammer, and with a crash, both the hammer and the jar shatter into pieces. Aha, you shout. You were right. There was a cookie in the jar. Give. You gingerly grab the cookie with all the glee of a child sneaking sweets before bedtime. Okay. Can I stash this thing in here? No. I know what we need the needle for. Let me look at this meat, actually. You turn the burnt meat over in your hand, hoping it's not a heart, but failing to think of an alternative hollow muscle. That's... Okay, yeah, so we have all of the things for the ritual bowl. The needle is our blood. We have a bone, and the meat is the heart. So all we need to do is ditch this ruby somewhere that an intrepid adventurer in the future will follow. Use cookie on self. Use it. The item is useless here. This is the worst game of all time. My disappointment, it's just immeasurable. Day ruin. As you continue your search, you suddenly feel an evil presence trying to take over your mind. Oh, it's doing the thing! You feel like you're going insane. You are overwhelmed in seconds, unable to stand against the evil force. You close your eyes and open them to see the bloody skull grinning at you once more. Your quest is over. Oh shit! All right. We're on a close timer then. Like, where am I supposed to stuff this fucking ruby? Don't tell me I'm just gonna die as soon as I come in here. No, okay. I put it in the drawer. Does not work. Can I drop it down the well? You stare at the blood-red ruby, imagining the evil contained within escaping into the world. You decide you cannot allow this to happen. You cast a stone into the pit, hoping it is never recovered. So yeah, that's totally the ruby from the first game. From Uninvited, I should say. I think it would have been better if we had just stuffed it in a drawer, and then the implication is that we arrived here in the past, and then the hero of Uninvited just picked it up through happenstance. Missed opportunities, but that's okay. This is still like a really, really, really cool aside. Okay, so we use the ritual bowl here. It's perfectly in the indentation on the altar, making you wonder what it was doing in the dining room. It's a very good question, video game. Very good question. All right, in goes the heart. You place the lump of flesh into the bowl. In goes the bone. And then if I just use the needle on the bowl, use the needle on myself. You grit your teeth and wince in pain as you pierce your finger with the needle. A small drop of bright red blood slides down the needle. All right, into the bowl. Blue flames rise from the bowl. The wisp dives into them like it's going for a peaceful swim. in a crystal lagoon. It speaks. Good news, bad news, Dell. The good news is I have enough energy to attune the portal. The wisp becomes quiet and focuses its attention. You see a small blue speck appear in its hands. The speck grows larger until it's a crystal the size of your fist. There, take this to the portal, the wisp says. Now, the bad news is you opened a gateway to what you people call hell, and a lot of angry things are coming. Oh look, there's one now. Yoink. Ah, yes! I was wondering if we were gonna get any of the kills from Uninvited. A strange woman appears from out of nowhere. You realize the cavern has become cold enough you can see your breath. All right, let's get our body clawed apart here. She's dressed like a proper lady, but looks out of place standing in the mud. Looking closely, you can see her dress is pristine, and she's not standing. It looks more like she's floating. Can I, like, just punch her? You've attracted the attention of the mysterious lady. She turns to face you, her face devoid of any flesh. You're frozen with horror as her bony fingers tear you apart. Her hysterical laughter echoes as your body falls to the floor. Good shit. Good shit. I'm glad that they got at least one classic kill in here. Hell yeah. A rumbling noise approaches from the distance. You turn to see two intensely bright lights moving towards you. You stare as they grow larger and larger. They're headed right for you. We're what caused the crash in Uninvited. They did the thing, chat. They did the thing. Yes, hit me. You move forward, mesmerized by the lights. They come closer and closer and closer until crunch. You're hit so hard that your organs are immediately pulverized and splatter across the steel coach. Damn. We had to die so that Uninvited could exist, chat. Okay, we'll just move out of the way. The rumbling noise and bright lights approach you faster and faster. You turn and start to run towards the fortress. You hear a screeching noise and a woman's scream behind you, followed by a tremendous crunch. Whew, glad to be out of that spot, you exclaim to the empty wilderness. You smell a pungent odor filling the air. You have no interest in going back to learn what that was. It's time for you to check on the portal. That's probably the gasoline, because like I think the car like gets, like it explodes or something in the very early game. Like otherwise you'd like, if you stay in the cab of the car, you die. And that's just, you know, Uninvited kind of introducing you to how it works. Okay. 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 You kneel in the dirt and place the blue stone in the socket. You hear a gentle humming sound as a portal appears before you. Finally, you shout. One mansion is more than enough to deal with today. You walk out of the portal, slightly less nauseous. Excuse me. Slightly less nauseous than your first trip across space and time. The wisp, however, is strangely quiet and less animated. It does not look well. You turn and face the structure, just in time to see the stone inside it shatter and the portal fade. All that for a cookie. Oh well, at least I can get my things from that accursed imp, you say with a hint of irritation. Wisp isn't doing too well? Let's give that cookie to the imp and get our stuff back. Poor Wisp. Wisp just doing us a solid. Probably sacrificing its life energy for us. Wrong way. Alright, little shit. Oh, I love it. There's a star on the door that's the same star that was on the cookie jar. Do I knock on the door? No, do I just use the cookie on the door? You lay the cookie on the ground. Before you can shout that you brought it food, the imp swipes up the treat. Yum yum, my favorite. Come inside, yes. Follow, come, catch me, the imp shouts, leaving the door ajar for you to follow. You sigh loudly, not excited by the ungrateful imp or the foreboding atmosphere of the lonely mansion. Seconds after you enter the room, a gust of wind slams the door shut behind you. It's locked tight. The door handle feels odd, as if it vibrates. A force must be holding it closed. Fear washes over you as you realize you're locked in this mansion, and without your equipment. You must get it all back. But first, I'm going to grab something to drink really quickly. blessed hydration in the form of caffeinated monster. This foyer would be inviting were it anyone anywhere else but here. Alright. With a quick push, you open the door. You grasp the handle and slowly open the door. Okay, so one door's fast and one door's slow. As you enter the scullery, you feel a tightening sensation around your neck, squeezing harder and harder. You shake your head, the sensation quickly fading as you emerge from a mental fog. What if I go back? Is it gonna do it again? A simple metal chalice sits atop the counter. It is empty. Can I take it? Yes, I can. This scullery has not seen chef or servant for many years. Judging by the dust covering the logs, you can tell the flames from this fireplace died long ago. Monster. Delicious, delicious monster, and it is, of course, a white monster, as God intended. And we have some herbs that I cannot take. What's a scullery without a pantry, you wonder? You see a small keyhole in the door. Sadly, it's locked. Okay. There's a suspiciously wide crack in the floor. You'd have to get closer to see what's down there. Oh, eat my face off. This is a fucking Day of the Tentacle reference. As you kneel down to glimpse into the hole in the floor, a slimy tentacle reaches out from underneath the boards. It instantly wraps around your neck and pulls you into the darkness below. What kind of a maniac has a tentacle monster in their mansion? And that's, I think, probably a Maniac Mansion reference. This game's really good. This game is really good. Really good. Hey, Jamalis, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Good to see ya. I hope the day finds you well. It's a painting of a beautiful night sky filled with stars. There's a small depression on the canvas. Is this this might be a I was gonna say this might be a Shadowgate reference because there's that one painting with all the constellations on it, but I actually don't think this is a Shadowgate reference. The dark wood of this door matches the rest of the decor. It's firmly locked. This aging door is settled into its frame, and it is also tightly locked. You can getting promoted at work. Hell yeah. Congratulations. Happy to hear that. So what's over here? Wait. Oh, okay, I see what they're doing. It's two paths up the stairs. And all it needs is a Thunderdome reference. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous. I would say, yeah, this place is winding. Okay, no, I'm just stupid. Both the stairs went up to the same place and I thought it was different places. Good God. Locked. Several deep scratches near the lock of this door. Mildly worrying. In his haste, the imp must have dropped the magic lens. Yoink. Give me that. Somehow you translated culinary certifications into chemical engineer. Life is just weird like that, Gem. I mean, I've got a bachelor's in computer science and an associate's in English, and I sling boxes for a living. It's just, you never know where things are gonna take you. A small rolled parchment. Open it. I cannot open it. All right, take it. You take the scroll, open it. It will not open. All right, what is it? You unfurl the scroll, reading a sentence that makes you feel most uncomfortable. Banishing the incorporeal. If processed with the proper laboratory equipment, bile or blood from a spirit's beloved produces a purifying liquid. Sewage is a discrete source of the samples needed to synthesize a purifier that will exorcise the spirit from reality. Chat, are we gonna have to collect poo? You cannot open that. Your inability to twist the cold metal handle confirms this door is locked. You bastard of a game. Big key is that profession does not define who one is. Absolutely. Absolutely important. Very, very important. You enter the room just in time to see the imp scurry up the stairs and pull them shut. You little bastard. A shrill voice comes from above. Sorry, Fending. There's nothing I could do, you see. I'm alone here. Alone, I was. An intruder came, yes, and disturbed my home, my peace, and did horrible things. Now the home is angry. It's talking. Fortune, Fortune, I saw your ship. Yes, you. I had to make you follow, you see. I had to take your things or I'm done. Fix what he did. Stop the voices. Make my home quiet. Do this and I'll give it all back and more. More. You don't have to, but evil will win that way. That's very true. Okay. Oh, that's worrying. Oh, that's worrying. You slowly enter the room, noticing the air is frigid despite the roaring flames in the fireplace. With a blast of displaced air, a phantom straight out of your worst nightmare suddenly manifests in front of you. Numbing cold comes off of the creature in waves, chilling you to the bone. A small voice rings in your ear. Del, flee now! I know not what this is, but I sense a vast evil. Run, you fool, the wisp shouts. No, I want to hit it. Punch that fucking ghost in the mouth. We have erred. Before you can fully feel the fear clutching at your heart, the being lunges towards you. The chill of its deadly embrace quickly spreads throughout your body, numbing you beyond any physical cold you have felt. You feel your strength, your very essence, slowly being drained away until you are left as an empty, shriveled up husk. You have died. I love this game so much. Okay, so is it still aggro? All right, let's activate this. Okay. Now we'll just leave. You dash out of the room, your heart pounding inside your chest as you gasp for air. By the might of the One, what was that? You whisper, thinking of every manner of fantastic creature you know. Your mind is gripped with terror as you realize this phantom is unlike anything you've seen. The thought disturbs you greatly. All right, so let's see. Everything is insta-kill. Yes, yeah, this is a traditional adventure game. If you don't solve the puzzle the right way, you die. Can I use the lens on this door? No. I'm trying to think of places we've been in here where I can... Oh, something catches your eye as you descend the steps. One of the doors is open. It was not like this earlier. An eerie glow radiates from the armor. The metal plates clang against one another as the chute shakes violently. The phantom has followed you. You think you should not be here to see what happens next. Punch it! You waited too long to make your escape and pay the price for it. The suit of armor steps from the pedestal and charges at you. The last things you see are pinpoints of red behind the visor as a sword is driven through your heart. I've done that to myself, game. Nice try. All right. Oh, is it just one way in here? Yeah, it is. Okay. Now the armor is no longer aggro, so can we piss about with it? This ancient armor is similar to that of Gwenthel Commander. The fingers of the right gauntlet are spread apart. Give it a high five. Can I close the fingers? No. Can I give it the chalice? No. Can I open it? No. Can I take the sword? No. Can I punch it? Yes. So it probably needs a shield if I had to guess. So let us wander. Curious if this ghost... Oh, is the ghost gone now? Yeah, okay, we can explore in here. Oh, I didn't know... Wait, what? Wait, go back. Go back, where was I? How did I... Did I go through the fireplace? Let me look at this. You can see another room through the back of the fireplace. Yeah, but there's... Alright, I wasn't expecting to like walk through it. I was just expecting to look at the blue flames there because you would think that your character wouldn't just jump through blue flames. But I guess we will. Give me that key. With a surprising display of acrobatic skill, you leap into the air and grab the key from the antler. You stare at it for a moment before you notice a pale light fill the room. The stag head is glowing. The phantom followed you here. Yeah, but there's another door, and there's also something... What's this? Another piece of map. Alright, we're leaving. Go back? Okay. Give me that. The parchment is wedged firmly between the... Just fucking... We can't take the parchment. You jump into a blue flame. Of course you would, Hila. Ghost flames. Also probably true. What are these? It's a trap door. Reach the latch and it quickly drops free, opening with a loud bang. Can I open this door? It's locked with a simple slide lock. We'll open it. There we go. I'm curious, this I think is gonna get us back into the hallway? Yes, okay. So the floor plan here actually makes sense, which is weird. It said the trapdoor is closed. Oh, it did, okay.